I've found myself just on the edge of the green, where traditionally the majority of amateur golfers that I coach would do one of two things. They'd use their putter, which I think is an absolute option, no problem at all. They may use their wedge. I often see people always use the wedge to chip with, and my question would be, why hit it in the air when there's nothing to go over? So you're likely that you might stub it, or you might hit it too far if your technique's not quite there. So high risk, that one. What I want to show you today is the hybrid chip. So hybrids are becoming ever more popular nowadays from the fairway, but one of the favourite uses that I have for it is to chip with. Now before we start with the hybrid chip, I'm going to ask you to chip with a driver. Now I've done a few bits before where I've suggested to people they chip with a driver, and the reason for that is it's the longest club in the bag, it's got the biggest head, so therefore you are going to have to make the smallest motion possible. And if you make a really tiny motion to begin with, you can then increase the size of the swing as you move to your hybrid. So before you hit your hybrid club, have a little go with the drive. I'm going to try one. Have a little practice swing. Really small, tiny motion. And then hit it. So the ball's rolling out there, a reasonable amount of control. So once you've done that, and you've had a little practice with that, time then for the hybrid club. Most of the time people do it for the first time, they make a swing that's too big and the ball goes rocketing over the back of the green. They say it's the club's fault. It's not, it's purely because you've got to get the appropriate size swing, and that will take some practice. So again, you step in, make a small motion on the ball, and it just bounces out and rolls out. If you do struggle with your chipping and you get a few stub shots, then I would definitely suggest the flat bottom of the hybrid club. Can just move through, and a little dink, a little prod forwards will get that ball up and towards the hole. Then I find myself in a real tricky lie, a sitting down just off the edge in the rough. And again, because of the shape of the head, we can then get the club just dinking out and forwards. Nothing real change in technique, set yourself up and the ball will just pop up and out. It will take some practice, but I think it would be practice time well spent.